जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे हरे, राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha, Gopinath Radha, Gopinath Shri Radhe. Jaya Radhe, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Shri Radhe. Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra Mai. Jaya Gauranitai, 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 Jaya Gauranitai. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. जय ओम विश्व पाठर महंसा परिचार्य सूत्र सत श्री श्री माधुर्य divine grace of Chandavinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada की, ISKCON founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada की, आनंद कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की, नवचरित श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की, प्रेम से गौ श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधारा श्रीवस्ती गौर भक्त वृंद की, श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड की गोवर्धन की, वृंदावन धाम की, मथुरा धाम की, नवदीप धाम की, श्री जगन्नाथ स्वामी की, यमुना माई की, श्रीमती तुलसी देवी की, सामवेद भक्त वृंद की, निताई गौर प्रेमानंदी. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Guru and Gauranga. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srila Gurudev ki jai. Namo Vishnupadaaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Veer Krishna Goswami Namne Namo Hamsa Nikashaya Prabhupada Priyate Sudita Shri Nishtabhyam Tasya Vakyanuvadine. Good morning. Hare Krishna to everyone. So welcome to this morning Srimad Bhagavatam class, brought to you live by Sri Radha Gopinath Temple in North Sydney, Australia. There are those who are watching on Mayapur TV channel. So welcome to those viewers who are watching on the Sydney channel on Mayapur TV. And also welcome to those viewers who are watching us on ISKCON Sydney YouTube and Facebook. So this morning we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3. And it is on chapter 30. Chapter 30 is titled Description of Adverse Fruitive Activities. And this morning we are reading from text number 31. So it's written on the board, whiteboard here, but if you want, you can also use your phone. If you type in Vedabase, 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 and then type in SB. SB means Srimad Bhagavatam, so Vedabase SB, and then 3.30.31. So Vedabase SB 3.30.31. When you enter that on your Google, you will find the verse that we are reading from. Got it? Anyone's got it? Vedabase, 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 SB 3.30.31. Okay. So, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Shaiva Narottamam देवं सरस्वतीं व्यासां ततो जयामुदीरये नास्ताप्रयाशु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत्सेवया भागवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः. Okay, so we'll read the shlok now. I will read it and you repeat after me. Okay. Eka prapadyate dvantam Eka prapadyate dvantam Hidvedam swakalevaram Kushalitara patheyo Bhutadrohena yadvritam Eka prapadyate dvantam Hidvedam swakalevaram Kushalitara patheyo Bhutadrohena yadvritam Eka prapadyate dvantam Hidvedam swakalevaram Kushalitara patheyo Bhutadrohena yadvritam. Eka prapadyate dvantam Hidvedam swakalevaram Kushalitara patheyo Bhutadrohena yadvritam Eka prapadyate dvantam Hidvedam swakalevaram Kushalitara patheyo Bhutadrohena yadvritam. Okay, ladies. Anyone? Try. Eka prapadyate dvantam. Okay. Eka prapadyate dvantam. Next line. Hidvedam swakalevaram. Okay, next line. Kushalitara patheyo Bhutadrohena yadvritam. You're supposed to say it, I'm supposed to say it after you. Okay, does anybody else wants to try? It's good to recite the shlokas of the Srimad Bhagavatam in the mornings. So it is a blessing if you can do it. Anyone else wants to try? Eka prapadyate dvantam Hidvedam swakalevaram Kushalitara patheyo Bhutadrohena yadvritam. Good. Okay, so we will now recite the words and their meanings. Eka, alone. Prapadyate, he enters. Dvantam, darkness. Hitva, after quitting. Idam, this. Swa, his. Kalevaram, body. Kushala itara, sin. Pathaya, his passage money. Bhuta, to other living entities. Drohena, by injury. Yet, which body? Dhritam, was maintained. Okay, so what we recited today, the translation is given and the purport by His Divine Grace. A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. So, the translation is, he goes alone to the darkest regions of hell after quitting the present body, and the money he acquired by envying other living entities is the passage money by which he leaves the world. So we can all recite. He goes alone to the darkest regions of hell after quitting the present body, and the money he acquired by envying other living entities is the passage money with which he leaves the world. Okay, so it's the purport. Okay, so what we are reading, there is a further explanation given. When a man earns money by unfair means and maintains his family and himself with that money, the money is enjoyed by many members of the family, but he alone goes to hell. A person who enjoys life by earning money or by envying another's life, and who enjoys with family and friends, will have to enjoy alone the result of sinful reactions accrued from such violent, illicit life. For example, if a man secures some money by killing someone, and with that money he maintains his family, those who enjoy the black money earned by him are also partially responsible and are also sent to hell. But he who is a leader is especially punished. The result of material enjoyment is that one takes with him the sinful reaction only and not the money. He will not take the money with him when he dies, but he will take the sinful reaction with him. The money he earned is left in this world, and he only takes the reaction. In this world also, if a person acquires some money by murdering someone, the family is not hanged, although the members are sinfully contaminated, but the man who commits the murder and maintains his family is himself hanged as a murderer. The direct offender is more responsible for sinful activities than the indirect enjoyer. The great learned scholar Chanakya Pandit says, therefore, that whatever one has in his possession had better be spent for the cause of Sat, or the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Because one cannot take his possessions with him. They remain here and they will be lost. Either we leave the money or the money leaves us. That's a good one. Either we leave the money or the money leaves us. But we will be separated from the money. The best use of money, as long as it is within our possession, is to spend it to acquire Krishna consciousness. Okay? So, we'll do a quick one. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasari Gaur Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So, what did Prabhupada tell us just now? He told us that certain types of money that we acquire is not good. For example, if we murder someone or if we cheat someone. So that means that when we do that, we have a reaction. Reaction means pap. We have accumulated some sin. So then the Yamaraj will come, not the Vishnu Dut. The Yamaraj will come, take you to Yamaraj's place, lots of different types of hell. So he will suffer the reaction. So in the end, Prabhupada says, the best way to use the money, if you have any, is to use it for Krishna consciousness. What is Krishna consciousness? It is bhakti. Bhakti to Krishna. So what did you use your money for this morning? Did you use it to come by bus or train? And where did you come? To the temple. So you used some dollars, Australian dollars, to come to the temple so that you can have some bhakti. You used your money so that you could listen to our Srimad Bhagavatam class. You came and you used your money so that you can chant Hare Krishna. That was a good way to spend your money. If you had used your money to go to the nightclub, or I'm not saying anybody here does that, so I'm just using example. If you had used your money to go and buy some, alcohol, or some, what is the latest drug out there? I don't know. Some methamphetamine or some, how do you even pronounce it? Something like that. That is not Krishna conscious. So, it is not a good use of your money. So, I have usually the Hare Krishna temple devotees sit here, so I designed the class so that I can talk on that level. But today we'll have to make it a little bit different. So, what happens to different types of sins and reactions? So, in the Srimad Bhagavatam, which we are reading today, now the Srimad Bhagavatam has been written by somebody called Srila Vyasadeva. Srila Vyasadeva wrote this while, do you know who Lord Ganesh is? Who is Lord Ganesh? Yeah, his feet is there in the corner. He's the elephant-headed god, right? Son of Lord Shiva and Parvati Devi. So he was writing very, very fast while Srila Vyasadeva was speaking. So this book that you are reading from has been written by Lord Ganesh in writing, but recited by Srila Vyasadeva. Vyasadeva is empowered incarnation of Lord Vishnu, Lord Krishna himself, but in a jiva form, not in a god form. He is not in a godly body, but he is an empowered incarnation. So this is not a very bad book to read, obviously. It's very good. So you read this in the mornings. We read the Srimad Bhagavatam every morning at this time, 8 o'clock to 9, in the temple every day. And it is something that is very pure and it's come from a very high source. And it tells you good things. So today, it's telling us about how to use money and what happens to people who are doing bad things, the way it goes. So in my last class, I had explained several types of hell that people go to. Now Yamaraj is the Lord of Death, and he has someone called, who is it? Chitragut? Yeah, Chitragut. He writes down all the things, bad things people do, all the good things too, but bad things too. And then what happens is when this person dies, at the end of the day, Chitragut takes the list to Yamaraj and they decide which hell this person will go to if they've done bad things. So there are 28 different types of hell. Each hell is designed specifically for that sin. So this man, if he is earning his money, the topic for today is money and very badly. If he is earning money by murdering someone or by killing living entities to feed his family, there is a special hell for him. So I will read to you from the Srimad Bhagavatam. Now there are many cantos. So the canto reference for that is canto 5, and it is chapter 26. Chapter 26, canto 5. You don't have to refer on your phones for that. I will read it to you. And that one has described different types of hell for different things. 28. So for this purpose, I've just chosen one from text 8, 5.26.8, and I'll just read the translation. So this translation is being recited by Parikshit Maharaj. Parikshit Maharaj, not recited by Parikshit Maharaj, recited to Parikshit Maharaj by Sukadev Goswami. So Parikshit Maharaj is a king. So he's saying, my dear king, a person, this is from the Srimad Bhagavatam, a person who appropriates another's legitimate wife. In other words, if a man takes somebody else's wife, legally wedded wife, and children or money, so that means if he takes his wife or his children or his money, is arrested at the time of death by fierce Yamdutas, in other words, when that person dies. Because Chitragup is writing what you are doing or what he is doing, whoever is doing. And then he is taken by Yamdutas, who bind him with a rope of time and forcibly throw him in a hellish planet. The hellish planet is one planet for this kind of thing. And that planet is known as Tamishra. So he goes to Tamishra. On this very dark planet, a sinful man is chastised by the Yamdutas, who beat and rebuke him. So he is beaten up there. He is starved and is given no water to drink. Thus the wrathful assistance of Yamaraj causes him severe suffering, and sometimes he faints. So he is tortured. So the trick is never get somebody else's money, never take somebody else's children, never take somebody else's wife. It is very bad. There is a hell waiting for such a person. Then the next text is the destination of a person who slyly cheats another man, that means cheating, and enjoys his wife. Okay, these things happen, this is Kali Yuga. So, and it's written in our books, and it's a topic for the day. Unfortunately, I have to cover it, so pardon me if it sounds a little bit serious, but it is a bad thing. So, our Srimad Bhagavatam tells us good things and bad things. So, this is the topic here. The destination of a person who slyly cheats another man and enjoys his wife and children goes to the hell called Andhata Mishra. Andha, what does Andha mean in Hindi? Andha, if anyone speaks Hindi, Andha? Blind, yes. So there is a planet is meant for this one, Andhata Mishra. What happens to him? There his condition is exactly like that of a tree being chopped off its roots. Even before reaching Andhata Mishra, the sinful living entity is being subjected to various extreme miseries. It is so severe that he loses his intelligence and sight. He is tortured so badly that he becomes blind. That means you should never look at somebody else's wife. Otherwise you'll go blind. Or somebody else's money. It is for this reason that learned sages call this hell Andhata Mishra. And so the next one, this is about money that I wanted to talk about. So how does a person earn his money in a very bad way? A person who accepts his body as itself works very hard day and night. Okay, we work day and night. We go to work. It is just how else will we pay our rent? So don't think the Hare Krishnas don't work. The Hare Krishna devotees all work. I'm going to go to work after this because I have to pay my rent too. So it's true. So he works very hard day and night to maintain his own body and the bodies of the wife and children. While working to maintain himself and his family, he may do something wrong. He may commit violence against other living entities. Such a person is forced to give up his body and his family at the time of death, okay, and he suffers a reaction of other creatures by being thrown into the hell called Rorava. Now Rorav or Rorava is meant for the family man who kills and tortures other living entities to maintain his own family. What does that mean? Well, he can kill a chicken, he can kill a lamb, he can kill a cow to feed his family and children. That means he's torturing the cow, he's torturing the chicken, and he's torturing something else that's living to feed his family. And he goes to hell called Rorav. There's a hell for that. Why? Because that man could have maintained his family by feeding him nice vegetables and grains. It's healthy, fresh fruits and vegetables. But instead, he chose to torture and violence on another living entity. So then he goes to Rorav, the hell planet. I'm going to read a little bit further. In this life, an envious person who commits violence acts against many living entities. Therefore, after his death, when he is taken to hell by Yamaraj, those living entities were hurt by him, okay, those chickens and things that he hurt, they will hurt him back. By appearing, these animals, they appear as animals called Rurus. Such a funny name, Rurus. And they inflict very severe pain upon him. Learned scholars call this hell Rora, not generally seen in this world. It's not here in this world. The Ruru is more envious than a snake. So the living creatures that he killed, they come and torture him in that planet. So what you do, he comes back. That's what is this thing saying. Punishment in the hell called Maharora. So there's another one called Maharora. It's compulsory for a person who maintains his body by hurting others. So it is not something that everybody likes to hear. Okay, that is bad thing. So I promised in my last class that I will not tell people about bad things and what's going to happen to you, because this movement, Hare Krishna movement, is not a violent movement, and we don't force people and we don't frighten people to chant Hare Krishna. So I'll tell you the good thing about this. Now, if you chant Hare Krishna, if you utilize your life and your money properly, like this morning, you use your money to come to temple. And the beautiful part about this is that you chanted Hare Krishna. So what happens is, Krishna said he is present in his names. What he does is purifies you from within. So when you go home today, you will look at a chicken and you will say, oh, no, I am torturing a living entity. So, because you used your money and you got this message, you will go home and you will do good things. Right? You will not hurt the chicken. You will not hurt the lamb. You will not eat it because you know what's going to happen. So, this is a very good example of how you use your money and your energies and your time to do good things. The positive side of it. That you use your intelligence, your money, for your own benefit, for your bhakti, so that you don't torture animals or cheat some man or murder somebody, or like the book had said, legitimately rape somebody's wife or something like that. That will take you to hell instead of going to Krishna. For example, you used your money to come to the temple today. You have come to Krishna's home. This is Krishna's home. Did you know that? Krishna lives here. Not only Krishna, but his family lives here too. So there's a Krishna's son here. There's Krishna's friend here in this place. Somebody lives here. We also have somebody very important here. Did you know? Who is most important and dear to Krishna? Radharani. That's a good answer. Yes, and she bathes in a kund. What is that kund called? It starts with her name and ends with a kund. Radha Kund. We have a servant of Radha Kund sitting right here who serves Govinda Charan Prabhu. So you are amongst somebody who is on a very high level. Because Krishna's very dear Radharani is as dear also to Radha Kund also. Radha Kund and Radharani is both dear to him. And it is written, last night we read the nectar of instruction, that it is very difficult for devotees to acquire Radha Kund as a resident. So we have somebody who has reached that high level, who has acquired that residence in Radha Kund. And I was asking him to give a class instead of me, but he's very humble and he made me give the class instead of him. But it would have been nice to hear about it. So we'll try to beg him to give us a class on Radha Kund one day. So that is what you do with your money. That is what you do with your time. You come so that you can learn good things. So when you go home, then you realize, oh, this is wrong. And we learned in the temple that it's not good to earn money by being violent to other living entities. It's not good to live. And so the Hare Krishnas teach people how to be non-violent. Yes, how to be even peaceful and how not to hurt animals. That is why you will see somebody will say, well, Hare Krishnas, you are vegetarians. Why are you vegetarians? So where do you get your iron from? Where do you get your protein from? See? So we say, well, there is lots of dal, there is lots of tofu, there is lots of milk products. You can get, and iron is, we have iron-rich products in spinach and all kinds of greens. And what happens when you are sick and you go to a doctor? What does the doctor tell you? Take what? Yeah, take. Yes, she's right. Please say that loudly so everybody can hear. Yes, that's what the doctor will tell you. Plenty of fresh fruits, vegetables, and water. Plenty of fluids. The doctor is not going to say go and get some, meat stuff with oil and things. No. So why don't you, before even you get sick, you eat the right things and you drink the right things. So if the doctor says it, but then our tongue is something that is very strong for us. We'll say, oh, the chicken tastes good. We'd like some biryani or something like that because it tastes good. But when you really think about it, you got in a plate flesh of a dead chicken. Corpse. You cut it up. And in the blood of a chicken and our blood, there is no difference, it's red. If you put chicken blood, human blood, you don't know whose blood it is. So just by washing it from the water and cooking it in a pot, it doesn't mean the blood is gone, still there and you eating it. So I don't want to sound so drastic, but after reading and hearing from the temple, then you will go home and you'll wonder, well, this chicken has suffered, it screamed and cried, and I'm thinking it's tasty. But what did the chicken go through? Most horrible torture. So that's why the Hare Krishnas are vegetarians, because we are kind people. We don't like to eat things that somebody else had to give their life up and their flesh. That is why we are vegetarians. And you will find that once we eat all the nice things like fresh fruits and vegetables, then we become kind to everybody. That is why people like to come to our temple, because they say the devotees are kind over there. The reason they are kind is because they are not envious and murdering other living entities. So that's why we become in a position to help other people. That's why we teach everybody to chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Does everybody here know what the Hare Krishna Mahamantra is? No? Okay, so the Hare Krishna Mahamantra is covered by a curtain today, but it is written in the wall there 1 and 2. And we'll recite it so you know what it is. So hands up in the air. I feel like a teacher today. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. That's the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. That is what the Hare Krishna Mahamantra is. So now, why are we chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra? Why? What is the big deal about it? Well, firstly, the name Hare is there, Krishna is there, Ram is there. So we are reciting the names of God, Krishna. But why that specifically is Krishna promised. Krishna promised, this is Krishna's words, it's not my words. Krishna promised in the age of Kali Yuga, he will be personally present in his names alone. He will be present in the deities, he promised that as well. So he is there. But in this world, we can't see the deities all the time. We can't come to the temple. So he was so kind that he said, I will be present in my names. So in the Hare Krishna Mahamantra specifically, it is called Mahamantra because it is a Mahamantra. It covers all the rest of the mantras. You know, when you do mathematics, the universal set, then you have the subset. So the subset is the Ganesh mantra, the Durga mantra. These are small sets. They are mantras. They have the power. I'm not denying that. They have the power. But overall, the universal set, the Mahamantra, is the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. It covers the Ganesh, it covers the Durga and all religions. So that's why it's Mahamantra. So first of all, it's got the full power. And Krishna is present in him. That means all of Krishna's qualities are present in the Mahamantra. Krishna is very handsome. He is very powerful. He is very rich. He is very knowledgeable. He is renounced, he is very famous. It's all present in the Mahamantra. So if you are desiring to be pure and love Krishna, all you really have to do is chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Now the powers of the Hare Krishna is so unlimited, I will not have enough words or time to tell you. But in a nutshell, if you have any problems, any issues, when you come to God, you say, please help me. You don't even have to come here, you just have to chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra because he said I'm present in it. So as you are, where you are, wherever you are, whatever condition you are, you say that Mahamantra, he is going to help you instantly, he is going to hear you instantly. There was a man who was in trouble once and he called Krishna. And Krishna, he said, he was questioning, he said, where is Krishna? If we call him, how far is he? Because he is somewhere in another planet very far away. And the answer was, Krishna is within hearing distance of you. You say, I'm saying Krishna, he can hear me. That's how close he is. Actually, he is in your heart as a super soul. You are the soul, right? You know that. You are the Atma. He is the super soul right beside you. So even if you don't say Krishna loudly, you say Krishna in your heart. He hears you. He is within hearing distance from you. That's how close he is to you. So once you say the Mahamantra, the full power and effect is there. Trust me, it is there. For example, I will give you my own personal example. One night, I was not a devotee. I was a young girl, maybe 10 years old or 12. And I had a very bad nightmare. Nightmares everybody has, right? Some bad dream. So in my bad dream also, 10-year-old, but I had heard the Hare Krishna Mahamantra somewhere, somebody on our street. So please, whoever is doing Harinam, continue because somewhere someone is listening on the street and they might have a nightmare like me. And I had heard the nightmare, the Hare Krishna Mahamantra somewhere on the street. Somebody was chanting. In my dream, I called Krishna. I said, Hare Krishna. That's what I said I was only a small girl. As soon as I said that, all the bad demons or whatever it was, I think I was dreaming that I was in like a cemetery full of ghosts and, children have imagination. So and they were all around me. As soon as I said Hare Krishna, they all disappeared straight away. Straight away. Like that. So, and I'm not a devotee, I'm only a little girl. So, what I'm saying, that's an example, personal example. For you, when you are in trouble, when you need something, when you need a best friend, when you have any problems, you just say the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Just say it. And that is instant. All evil effects, all bad things, all problems will be resolved. You will not know how it happened, but it did. It has happened to me a second time, I will tell you. Once I was driving in Tempe. I was also not a devotee that time, but by that time I had met some devotees who were chanting. And she had given me, she was preaching to me, her name was Julie, she's from New York Hare Krishna temple, but I met her in Sydney. She gave me a music bhajan, put in my car to listen, the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So I was driving in my own world and the Hare Krishna bhajan was going. I'm not a devotee, I was listening. And suddenly I had a very bad accident, car accident. I was in a little car and somebody came and hit me from the side. I didn't do anything, I was driving, but they came and hit me. And it was a little diocese, never drive a small car by the way. It was completely crushed. Like you take aluminium foil and you put it in a wall. Completely crushed. And I was sitting there. And obviously I didn't die. I'm here. The radio was on. See, the stereo was on. The Hare Krishna Mahamantra was going on. Everything crushed. I was sitting in the seat. Nothing happened to me. The place where because the Hare Krishna Mahamantra was going. The power of, I'm just giving example, and this happened. I'm sitting in the asana, I'm not allowed to lie. I'm sitting and reading a book, I'm not allowed to be dishonest. I'm very telling you the truth. It happened because the Hare Krishna Mahamantra was going, and I didn't feel anything or not a scratch. But they could not understand how I didn't get hurt because the car was completely squashed. And the metal man came and he just took my car and I sold it for scrap metal for $100. I went home. That's a fact. So the Mahamantra. Always, if you have not learned the Mahamantra, learn it. Chant. If you don't know the beads, this is the most precious, most expensive in my life, in any devotee's life, is their beads. This is the lifeline that will carry you from this life to next life. It will save you from hell, the hell that we were just discussing. And it is not very expensive. So this should be your most precious quality, are your beads. So I will stop there because I will be late for work. Does anybody have any questions or comments? Anything? No? Okay, thank you for listening. Oh yes, Prabhu has got something, sorry. Yes. Oh, the nuance? Okay. Okay, it is special. Okay. Most important shlok? Okay. I will do that. Okay. Yes. Okay, so go Veda base BG for Bhagavad Gita. So Veda base BG 3.13. Yes. So go Veda base BG for Bhagavad Gita 3.13. Let's see what Govinda Charan Prabhu, His Grace Govinda Charan Prabhu is giving us some special direction this morning. You are very fortunate to be here. Okay. So everybody's got it? Bhagavad Gita 3.13. So it is recited. Does anybody want to recite it? The shloka? Okay, I'll do it. Yagna Shishta Shina Shanto Muchyante Sarva Kilvishahi Bhunjate Te Tvavagham Papa Ye Pachanti Atma Karanat. Okay, so the translation of this, the devotees of the Lord are released from all kinds of sins because they eat food which is offered first for sacrifice. Others who prepare food for personal sense enjoyment verily eat only sin. So what this is saying is whatever vegetables you have cooked, okay, so whatever vegetables and fruits you have cooked, you have offered to Krishna first. So Prabhu is reminding me that I have given the class and I forgot to tell you to take prasadam. I have told you not to eat chicken, but I did not tell you what to eat. So whatever you fruits, you offer prasadam to Krishna, right? You give prasadam. So, okay, which one? Okay. Okay, he wants us me to repeat. So repeat after me. The devotees of the Lord are released from all kinds of sins because they eat food which is offered first for sacrifice. Others who prepare food for personal sense enjoyment verily eat only sin. Yeah, so if it is prepared by a non-devotee, it is not prasad, it has sin in it. Somebody else's. What happens is, if I'm a bad person, I murdered somebody and I cooked. My conscience goes from me to the food. And so if I give you the food, you eat it, you eat my sin. That's in the Bhagavad Gita. So it is good not to eat things outside from people. That is why they say Hare Krishnas are very strict. But actually we are doing the right thing, we are following the Bhagavad Gita. We take prasadam. We don't cook and then eat it straight away. We cook, we give to Krishna, offer it, then we eat. So it's always good. Yes, Prabhu. Oh, purport. Okay, he's my boss today. So the purport, I'll read quickly. The devotees of the Supreme Lord, of the persons who are in Krishna consciousness, are called Shantas, and they are always in love with the Lord as it is described in Brahma Samhita. Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochalena, Santa Sadaiva Hidayeshu Vilokayanti. The Santas, or being always in compact of love of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Govinda, the giver of all pleasures, or Mukunda, the giver of liberation, or Krishna, the all-attractive person, cannot accept anything without first offering it to Krishna Supreme Personality of Godhead. So they don't accept anything unless it's offered to Krishna. Therefore, such devotees always perform yagnas in different modes of devotional service, such as Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, Archanam. So they become devotees. After taking this, they start chanting Hare Krishna, they start worshipping Krishna, their life changes to a better path. Yes. So, and these performances of yagnas keep them aloof from all kinds of contamination and sinful association. That's a protection for you. Take prasadam. It's protection. Sinful association in the material world. Others who prepare food for self or sense gratification are not only thieves but also eaters of all kinds of sins. You eat the sin for somebody else who's done it. If they are murderers or something like that and they cooked it, their conscience transfers to the food and you consume it. So first of all, no meat, no fish, no eggs, obviously, because you are torturing the animals. But obviously also not eating from contaminated people, food cooked by contaminated people. Because you are consuming the sin. So if I give you a plate now and say, here is all my sin, please eat. Will you eat it? No. So the food cooked by these people, who are sinful people, that's what they are doing. They're saying, please eat my sin. It's in the Bhagavad Gita. So it's not something we have made up. So it's quite heavy. It is not possible. Therefore, in order for people to become happy in all respects, they must be taught to perform the easy process of Sankirtan Yagna in full Krishna conscious, otherwise there can be no peace or happiness in the world. In other words, learn to eat fruits and vegetables and grains, milk products, learn to offer it to Krishna, and always consume prasadam. So then, it is not only when you have a prayer at home, you have a yagna at home, then it's your prasadam time. The Hare Krishna devotees take prasad all the time. That's all we eat. If it's not prasadam, we don't eat it. So learn how to offer the foodstuffs. If you want to know a simple method that I was taught when I was learning about Krishna consciousness, Mataji told me, when you have fresh fruits and vegetables, you put in a clean plate. Nobody has eaten from that plate. So if you have a brand new plate for Krishna, wash your fruits and vegetables or cook without garlic onion, obviously. Krishna doesn't eat garlic and onion. Instead you can put hing, the powdered hing, it has the same taste. So you put it in front of Krishna, with a tulsi leaf in it. If you don't have tulsi, you imagine, meditate, there is tulsi there. Because not everybody has it in this country. You put it in a plate and then you offer it to Krishna and chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra 10 times. Later on you will learn the proper methods. But you chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra 10 times. And in your heart and your mind, you ask Krishna, please accept this. I am offering this. Please eat it. And then leave it for however many, we leave it for a different time, but you can put it and take it out. Then you eat it. That's prasadam. Very simple. So you make your porridge, you make your dal, you make your chutney, you make your roti, you make your sabji. Without garlic onion, put it in a little katora or a plate, put it in front of Lord Krishna's picture, chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra 10 times, that becomes prasadam. Imagine Tulsi, because Krishna's wife is Tulsi and a man does not eat without his wife. So he will not eat without Tulsi. So you got to imagine Tulsi there or put Tulsi there. You can even put a branch or even a twig of Tulsi Maharani. Or please get the right Tulsi because there is some imitation Tulsis out there too. Yes. So thank you for listening. I do not have much more time because I've got to go to work. But in your life, you have used the money very wisely today by coming to the temple, using your fuel or bus, whatever. Use your money, your resources to always increase your bhakti. Don't use it for something bad. And practice eating good things, prasadam, vegetables. These things will improve your consciousness. It will give you devotional service. It will make you better and better devotees. But it will also protect you from sin. Sinful reaction that takes one to hell eventually. Thank you for listening. Srimad Bhagavatam Puran ki. Srila Gurudev, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.